What's going on, guys? This is Fresh the Barber, and today's tutorial is going to be based on how to modify and adjust your Wahl Hero clippers, outliners, whatever you guys want to call it. I've already modified my clippers today, so today what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be giving you guys a brief, show on how to do it, and that's pretty much it. So basically, what you would want to do is you would want to start by unscrewing your first two back screws right here with your screwdriver. Once you have done that, you will want to remove your guarding blade and your cutting blade away from the clippers. Once that is done, this right here that's moving around, that's called your cutting blade. This right here is your guarding blade. You just want to put your guarding blade to the side just for a second. And what you would want to do is you would want to get you a screwdriver, and right here in the back of your cutting blade, you would just want to gently unscrew probably just a notch, enough to where when you put your cutting blade back onto the guarding blade, you can actually move your cutting blade up and down enough to where you can adjust it to your guarding blade. Now, with that being said, when you're adjusting it, you do not at any time want to have your cutting blade overlapping your guarding blade at any time. You do not want to do that. So how would you do it? You just would adjust your cutting blade enough to where it's just about even with your guarding blade, or however you want to adjust your blade with the guarding blade, and that would pretty much be it. Once you guys do that, you would pretty much go from there. You would want to hold on to it right here, because sometimes when you screw it, when you tighten it back up, when you tighten your two screws back up, sometimes it would actually move your blade in a different position from what you had it. So you just would want to hold it, just tight enough to where it would not, move in the form that you had it. And you would gently just screw it back on, just tighten them just enough, but not too tight. And once you do that there and you have it how you want to, you would pretty much start by going back from your beginning step, placing your cutting and your guarding blade back onto the clippers. And that would basically, that's pretty much it. I've heard guys say that they use knives and say that they use sandpaper or sharpeners to sharpen their blades. And my advice with that would not be like a good step, because you have to think about it. The more that you sharpen your blade will be the more that you would be wearing out your blade, so you would not want to do that. Then at the same time, you have to think about it as this: when you have your clients, you have adult and you have kids, and you don't want to have your blade where it's sharp enough where it cuts, your younger individual, and it hurts them enough to where it scares them to where, they're kind of traumatized, or enough to where they would not want to, be in a position where they don't want to get a haircut again. So you have to think about it like that when you're modifying your clippers. But as far as in the knife and the blade and the sandpaper idea, that's not a good step, and that would not be a good move. Just adjusting your blade, how I just showed you guys, is like the best way, and it save you a lot, a lot of time of what you guys are doing. But that's pretty much it with the tutorial today. I mean, it's very simple. It's easy steps. You guys can find me on Instagram on my barbering page at I am Fresh the Barber, bottom dash. And that would pretty much be it. So I'll see you guys on the next tutorial. Hope to get some advice, and I'll see you guys soon.